Semi-Conscious, Driving in the Real World. Brought to you by the United States Department of Transportation.
Hey, you're way too close to this truck. The driver probably doesn't even know you're back here. If he brakes suddenly, where are you gonna go? There's a no zone behind big trucks. It's a huge blind spot. If you can't see his side view mirrors, it's a pretty safe bet he can't see you. That's right. This is one place you really wouldn't want to be caught dead in. Drive smart. Don't hang out in the no zone.
This is a story about us.
4 teenage drivers in one car.
To see what happens when you leave the classroom.
And start driving in the real world.
This is also about people like me who drive professionally.
We thought it would be fun to go to the park. You know, get the guys together, just let loose. So I called everyone and they're like, great, let's go.
It wasn't long after we hit the road that we got our first lesson about sharing the road to trucks.
That's right. We were on our way to get Chris, waiting to turn right at the light, and his truck just cuts us off.
That was close.
It was entirely my fault. I just totally forgot that trucks make wide right turns. Hey, Chris. Good catch. I wasn't paying enough attention. You know how it can be.
The weird thing is, we just got done learning about it in driver's ed class with Miss Clark. You know, trucks have big trailers and need room to avoid things like the curb.
And light poles. And it's so easy to remember. I mean, if you approach an intersection and there's a truck, you just need to know your place and give trucks more space.
Oh, look out!
What was I thinking?
Holmes, you just have to give trucks more space.
Intersection. When trucks make right turns, you don't want to get burned. They need extra space, so they avoid the curb. When you miss the signal and cut inside, the trailer will follow and smash up your ride. So remember, hang back behind. It only takes a minute of time. Intersection, gotta know your place. Intersection, give trucks more space. One more tip that you need to face. When you're stopped at an intersection, trucks need more space. So stay behind white stopping lights. If you're over that line, they'll be in your face. They're carefully measured to give trucks the right space. So remember, hang back behind. It only takes a minute of time. Intersection, don't cross that line. Intersection, give trucks more time.
Hey, you're back. I guess that close call thing shook Holmes up, so he had me take the wheel. I love that car.
That really got to me. So I just felt like chilling.
That close call really got our attention.
That's not all that got our attention. Have you ever tried to merge on the freeway with an 18-wheeler bearing down on you?
That can be frightening, but one of the things Miss Clark taught us in class was how to merge onto the freeway.
Yeah, it's easy. You just pick your spot, get up to speed, and go with the flow.
I like that. Pick your spot, get up to speed, and go with the flow.
Well, the most important part is on the entrance ramp. Use your gas pedal and get up to speed. Look for the traffic opening you need. That's all there is. That's all you know. Keep up your speed, pick your spot, and go with the flow. That's all there is. That's all to know. Keep up your speed, pick your spot, and go with the flow.
Way to go, Jamie.
It's kind of hard to miss when someone's painting an X in the middle of the road for you.
You know, there's one more thing you have to remember once you get out here.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 seconds on my mind. This little song is a tip to you from me. It prevents rear-end collisions and it works at any speed. You find a sign or a marker on the side of the road. Then you just start counting real nice and slow. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. If you've already passed it, you need to hang back more. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. I've got 4 seconds on my mind. I've got 4 seconds on my mind.
Hey, woman, we don't have all day. Jamie, pass this guy already.
That guy is going close to the speed limit. It's 55 for trucks.
But it's 65 for cars. Did someone take the motor out of this thing? I mean, I know you're trying to be careful, but you gotta be careful about driving in his blind spots, too. Remember? No zones?
Oh, yeah, the no zones. What are they again?
Left side, right side, front and back. Left side, right side, front and back.
Oh, no, Holmes. You're not going to sing again, are you?
No zones. Stay out of the no zones. No zones. Stay out of the no zones. We're too slick for your high. We're always in your sight.
Staying out of the no zones, cause we know it's right.
That's right, blind spots, no zones, you know where it's at.
Left side, right side, front and back.
Stay out of those no zones. Keep in view.
Don't hang out in the no zones. Move on through.
Where are those no zones? Tell me where.
Left side, right side, front and rear.
No zones. Stay out of the no zones. No zones. Stay out of the no zones. Keep no zones in mind when you attempt to pass.
Wait for a passing lane before you hit the gas.
When it's clear, signal and go.
Then pass quickly. Don't go slow.
Get out of those no zones. Check your mirror.
When you see the headlights, get back over here.
And you don't slow down, maintain speed, you go on.
You go on, you go on, you go on, you go on.
No zones. Stay out of the no zones. No zones. Stay out of the no zones. Stay out of those no zones, you know where it's at.
Left side,
Right side
front.
and back. No zones. Stay out of the no zones. No zones. Stay out of the no zones.
You better think again before cutting in front of that truck. It takes trucks twice as long to stop as cars. There's a no zone in front of that truck. Crashes happen when cars cut in front of trucks. So, look for the whole front of the truck in your rearview mirror and signal before pulling in, and then don't slow down. Drive smart. Don't hang out in the no zone.
I passed the truck and I did it the right way. Miss Clark would be proud. I even remember to stay out of the blind spots.
You mean no zones?
That's right. No zones.
We got here safely and we learned a lot along the way, but I'm mad at Owens because he burnt the hot dogs.
Hey, I like them crisp. It's a barbecue, isn't it?
It was a fun trip. Getting there's supposed to be half the fun, right?
The classroom's a great place to learn, but there's nothing like the real thing, learning to share the road with other drivers.
You have to remember the tips you've learned so you have time to react in a tight situation. Take it easy, you know. Have a hot dog.
I think a lot of accidents can be prevented. You have to drive with your head. Keep your mind focused on where you are and where the other drivers are going.
Driving in the real world means sharing the road. Using your head to prevent an accident is your best defense. Remember, trucks need to make wide right turns, so hang back and give them room. If you don't, you could get squashed. And when you're at an intersection, remember to stay behind white stopping lines. They're carefully measured to give trucks the radius they need to turn. Always keep a safe following distance. You'll avoid rear-end collisions. Pick a marker along the side of the road, like a sign, a tree, or a bridge. Begin counting to 4 as the vehicle ahead of you passes it. If you make it to the marker before you count 4, you're too close. When merging, there are a few guidelines you'll need to remember. Pick your spot, get up to speed, and go with the flow. Remember, trucks have very large blind spots or no zones. Stay out of the no zones on the left side, and especially along the right side and directly behind the trailer of the truck. If you're going to pass, pass quickly and always on the left. Trucks have less visibility on the right side. If you can't pass safely, then relax and fall back behind where you're clearly visible to all drivers. And most importantly, share the road. It's the best advice you can follow.
Excuse me. Hey, listen, you might not realize it, but you're about to enter the no zone. It's the blind spot around that truck where the driver can't see you. Crashes happen when cars stay in the no zone, so don't stay in it. Drive smart. Don't hang out in the no zone.
The journey through life is never easy, but for many of us, the closing years of the 20th century are both the most wonderful and the most frightening. The precious innocence of childhood is being taken away from our kids, and all about us lurks a violent culture which threatens the core of our innocence, as precious and endangered as Mom's old-fashioned apple pie. According to the U.S. Bureau of Statistics, the average child has watched 8,000 televised murders and 100,000 acts of violence before finishing elementary school. It's little wonder that a growing number of parents anguish over how to protect their children, not just in the streets and schoolyards, but even in their own homes. This is an ideal little family town north of San Francisco. Petaluma, California is a place where family dreams come true. Until that night in 1993 when 11-year-old Polly Klaas was abducted right out of her own bedroom in the middle of the night, raped and murdered, while her mom and her sister slept in the next bedroom. It is little wonder that fear and violence are very much a part of our society. But danger and risk are everywhere. Confrontations come in many forms. It might be school bullies, or something much worse. Some of us are scared and think that every stranger is danger. Yet all too often parents assume they live in a safe neighborhood because because nothing bad has ever happened there. This is Delinda Costa with her 3-year-old son, Brian. They know this shopping mall well, and Delinda feels quite safe here. She is a careful mother, yet many times she has broken, unwittingly, the most important rule all of us should know about protecting small children. What do you think that rule is? Watch closely and see how 30 seconds changes lives as you think about the answer.
Brian? Brian? Brian?
Delinda made a huge common mistake, which can provide an opportunity for an abductor. Never leave your child alone. The Never Be a Victim program began on October 1st, 1991 in this school and in this classroom. There was great expectation among students because a cop was coming to talk to them about street proofing. They were about to meet police officer Jim Byrne, an award-winning safety education specialist who was about to catch their imagination in a whole new street proofing concept, starting with strangers. And of course, Officer Jim was a stranger to these students. These special lesson plans have now been shared by thousands of students who discover, as these students did, that a police officer is not just a cop, but a dedicated human being with a duty to serve and protect us all.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Officer Jim.
Do you tell your children not to talk to strangers? If you do, you may be scaring your child that strangers are bad people. You see, we are all strangers, except to our families, our friends, and our acquaintances. Kids learn safety better when we identify types of people with the correct words and use our common sense.
Last night, when my family sat down to dinner, we talked about those people who take children away from their family against their will and sometimes do bad things to them. I wonder if you could tell me what you call those people who take children away and sometimes do terrible things to them.
Strangers.
That is not the word I'm looking for. I have never seen any of you before, and you have never seen me before. We are strangers. Do you think any of us here would take children away and do terrible things to them? I don't think so. We are all strangers in this world, except to our family, our friends, and our acquaintances. People who take children away are called abductors, and the word abduct is the same as kidnap. It means stealing a person, very often violently against their wishes. Most children will never be abducted, but you will feel safer and more confident, especially if you and your family know and practice my 10 rules of street proofing. Does anyone here know what an abductor looks like? An abductor is a bad person, and I'm going to show you 2 faces. I want you to tell me which of these 2 faces you think is a bad person. Here is the first face. Here is the second face. Now, both of these people are holding something behind their
was unbelievable.
At what they are holding. This person is holding a bunch of flowers. You didn't expect that, did you? This person is holding a bat with which he could hurt us very badly. An abductor may be young or old, male or female, attractive looking and friendly, or dirty, ugly, and scary. And one of the first lessons I learned as a police officer was, that you cannot tell by people's faces if they are good or bad.
Now let's take a test about risk. Of the following 4 risks, which one do you think is the least likely to happen? Being abducted, molested, injured or killed in a dangerous place, or being confronted by a bully. Statistically, criminal abduction is the least likely to happen. Separated parents sometimes abduct their own children in custody cases, but they're not strangers, and the life of the child is seldom at risk. Abduction is usually a parent's greatest fear, yet uncounted children are molested, and thousands of children in North America are injured or killed in dangerous places every year. That's why personal safety and street proofing must teach wide-ranging skills, including good communication and learning to be dependable and responsible. And now, Officer Jim's 10 rules. These rules help all of us to recognize and avoid the dangers and confrontations of our time. Go over these rules again and again, and test each other about how they work.
A young child alone is defenseless against danger. Never leave your child alone at home, at a shopping mall, or in a park. A child should never be left alone in a car. The risks are just too great. It is your responsibility to make sure your child is supervised and protected until that child is mature enough and trained to recognize and avoid dangerous situations. Your babysitter must be a competent person. References are essential from parents whom you personally know and respect. Advise the babysitter of your family rules and the security of your home. Always leave a phone number where you may be reached. In an emergency, make sure your babysitter understands how to call police, fire, or ambulance. And finally, call your babysitter at least once each time your child is in their care to check that all is in order. We must take enough time each day to talk with our family and listen to what they say. Ask them to share with you the most pleasant experiences they've had that day and to share any bad experiences. Let your boy or girl talk. Don't use any put-downs. Be calm and work for an open relationship in the family. When your child realizes you're always willing to listen fairly and calmly, they should grow up without being afraid or ashamed to share anything with you or ask you any question. We have all had problems with our families using the telephone. Without training, many people abuse the privilege of using it. The telephone is the vital link in an emergency. A family member might be trying to phone home, only to be turned away by a busy signal. Teach your family the proper use of emergency numbers for police, fire, or ambulance. A burglar breaking into your home, fire of any kind, gas leaking into the house, a terrible accident, or a serious injury. These are real emergencies. A missing bicycle, for example, is not a real emergency. Keep a list of emergency numbers close to the telephone. Everyone should memorize these numbers, which will save time should an emergency arise anywhere. Always tell your family where you are going, whom you will be with, and when you will be home. If you have not returned when you said you would, your family are first on alert. Second, they will go and look for you. And third, they will try and find the person whom you said you were going to see. If for any reason you might be late, phone your mom or dad and tell them, but practice being on time. Dependable and responsible people are safer people. You know what I mean by dangerous places. Do not play in deserted buildings. The building itself might be dangerous and you might be charged with trespassing. Stay in familiar areas. Play with friends because if you get hurt and need help, a friend can go for help. Isolated places like vacant lots or back alleys may not be safe and you never know who might be hiding. Avoid unfamiliar shortcuts. What if something happened? Your family would not know where to look for you, and you may need help urgently. Expressways and railway tracks are very dangerous places. To walk in such places is against the law, and you could be killed instantly. Rivers, lakes, or the seashore, especially after a storm or heavy rain, can be very dangerous. Embankments sometimes cave in, and deep, fast water can sweep you away, and no one can save you. In winter, stay off frozen rivers and lakes, because the ice could break and you could die. Don't play in sewers. Gases you may not see or smell can poison you. I'm sure if your family team takes a walk together through your community as a project, you could show each other many dangerous places to stay away from. Make a list of them and discuss these places at a family meeting. Learn to respect the sign that spell out the word D-A-N-G-E-R, danger. How would you feel if someone in your family took a chance in a dangerous place and was killed? Can you tell by people's faces if they are good or bad? Look at these faces. Which one is a good person? Which one is a bad person? You cannot tell by people's faces if they are good or bad. So when you're out on the street or in the park, don't get too close to people whom you do not know. If a stranger gets friendly and wants to give you some kind of gift or money, don't accept it. Be polite and say no thank you. If they ask you to keep it a secret, tell your family or your teacher. Such a person may want you to do something you should not do in exchange for money or some kind of present. Being alert and aware makes us safer people. What would you do if you were out somewhere and someone was following you? The first thing to do is to get out of danger. Go to the nearest store or home and tell an adult you're being followed or afraid. Just being with an adult may discourage anyone following you. Ask your mom or dad about block parents. Find out if they're in your neighborhood. This is a block parent sign, and if those block parents are at home, the sign will be in the window and it will quickly and safely help you. There's important information people need to know when they're helping you, and I'm surprised how many people do not know all these things. Your home phone number, your dad or mom's work number. Make sure you know your address, the name of the street you live on, the number of your house or apartment. A person can help you more quickly if they know these details. Too many children have been abducted this way, and abductors may use all kinds of tricks to get children into cars or vans. An abductor might use the picture of a little girl and pretend to be looking for her. A person whom you do not know may ask directions about a street nearby. If you know the address, tell the person politely, but never under any circumstances go near to that vehicle. If you feel there is anything suspicious, tell your mom or dad, your teacher, or a police officer. It is always better to be safe than sorry. Be very careful of the stranger who knows your name and perhaps tells you they know your mom or dad. Remember Joe and Caroline? Caroline had never been taught about a family code word. A code word is an excellent technique to identify a person sent by her mom or dad under special circumstances. An abductor would not know that code word, and if you were confronted by such a person who could not give you that private family code word, you would immediately be aware of the danger and go to the school office or to a responsible adult, and the police would be called. Whatever word you choose as a code word should be an easy family word to use and remember, and it should be changed from time to time. Don't tell friends about your code word. Keep it private and secure within your family. Now, there's one other thing I want to tell you about getting into cars or vans. A neighbor, friend, or relative may invite you to go with them somewhere in their car. Never get into a car with anyone without first asking your mom or dad. Just tell that person about the family rule and get permission first.
I met this very cute guy. Did you? Yes. Always meet some kind of cute guy. Drives me up the wall.
Sure, let her have some fun.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, we gotta go. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Don't forget. Okay. Don't forget.
Someone tries to take you away, scream, "This is not my dad or mom." Kick the person, bite their hand or leg. Try to lie down flat to make it as difficult for the person to get you away as possible. If you have school books or other things, drop them on the street. If a van or a car is involved, do everything in your power to prevent the abductor putting you into the vehicle. Scream at the top of your voice to attract attention. "Help me, I am being abducted. Police, help me, help me." Now watch and listen closely, and I'll show you exactly what I mean.
Help me. We're over here somewhere, right? I'm looking for John Street. Can you tell me where that would be on here?
Have your parents talked to you about touching? We all touch. If I shake my friend's hand, that is a good touch. If someone hits me, that is a bad touch. But there are other bad touches we must know about. Your body belongs to you, and without good reason, nobody has the right to touch your private parts. Private parts are the parts of your body our bathing suit covers when we go swimming. Your penis or your vagina are private parts, and no one should ever touch those parts of your body without good reason, such as a doctor giving you a medical examination. If you feel embarrassed in any way by any touch, even if it feels good, you have the right to say no, get away, and tell someone. Your mom or dad, a family member, a close friend, your teacher, or a police officer are the proper people to tell. Those are my 10 rules of street proofing. Knowledge is strength. Be a dependable and responsible member of your family team, and never be a victim.
So how do you think you would do if you had a test right now on Officer Jim's 10 rules? Let's visit a classroom and see how the students have been doing. Remember, students do much more than just watch a video. They do a walking tour around the school area to make a map of dangerous places and safe places. They each make rule number 11, which applies to specific needs in their family or in their community. They have classroom discussions and debates and share dangerous experiences about their lives. Watch how they handle a verbal test about the rules.
Someone's following you, you don't show them that you're afraid. You just keep walking. And if there's a nearby house, you're a neighbor or a block parent, you should go there. If you don't know what color the block parent sign is, it's red and white and it says block parent on it. Should be taught telephone skills because it is very important. And if you leave your child alone at home and the phone rings, you should say that my parents are busy and I'll tell them to call you back. I just need your number.
Say you want to go to a friend's or somewhere, you have to tell your mom what time you'll be home. And if you're going to be late, you should always call home and say, Like, Mom, don't get worried because I was a little late.
And then someone comes, right, and they ask you where this place is, and they come really close to you, and they grab you. You have to scream very loud, kick, bite, scratch, do anything you can. Roll yourself on, put yourself on the ground, and you have to say, help, this is not my mom or dad. I'm being abducted or kidnapped.
Hi, I'm doing good touching, bad touching, know the difference. And you should know the difference because any part that is covered by your bathing suit, you shouldn't be touched by. And if you do, you should tell your teacher, your mother, your dad, or one of your neighbors.
So it's a fantastic way to street-proof your child.
I think safety is a lifelong learning process. You can never stop learning too much.
We could feel more confident maybe walking home, which most of us do because it's a very close-knit community. And it just gives us the confidence that we know what to do in a pressure situation when a split second could mean the difference between either being abducted or actually life and death.
Well, now you know why a little lecture and a set of rules will not prepare us for the dangers and confrontations of our society unless we are prepared to work and to practice and to make it part of our lives on an ongoing basis, because this subject is as big as life itself.
What if you're being abducted and you don't want to scream or yell because, like, they have a gun at your head or a knife at your back? What would you do?
If I've been touched and embarrassed about it, how would I go about telling someone? It would be very difficult for me.
Can you tell me what signs to look for if my child is being molested?
In our upcoming programs, these and many other questions will be answered in Officer Jim's community forum involving students, teachers, and parents who have made Officer Jim their safety hero. Our next volume will deal with a parent's greatest fear, abduction.
How are you?
Hi.
Where's Caroline?
A friend picked her up and took her home.
Which friend?
I don't know. It was a man. He was tall and had brownish curly hair.
It was the worst feeling that ever went over me in my whole life. It was, I just said, you know, this can't be her. This can't be.
If anybody is holding her to release her, the girl would be 15 the 1st of April. It's a long time. It's part of you that is dying, and you live constantly in fear, not knowing. It's the worst thing is what happened. Is she alive? Is she dead? That's the worst thing, is not knowing.
Abduction can be prevented, and the Never Be a Victim program provides clear and common sense strategies for ongoing training as you build your family team for safety. Many schools now teach the Never Be a Victim program as part of their curriculum, and of the full home study program complete with a video and a parent guide available to borrow from the school library. Make sure your school is a Never Be a Victim school. I'm Robert Gordon.
Tread softly, here lies a dream of childhood innocence only love can redeem, of laughter and teardrops and what might have been.
It's the Magic Party Show, starring Steve Dacry as Mr. Magician.
Hi, welcome to California. Well, the magic show's about to begin, but first let me remind you about the Magic Sweepstakes contest. After the show, we'll give you an address so that you can mail away and enter the Magic Sweepstakes contest. Now, the show today, let's see, is at, oh, no, that's not it. Here it is. It's at Mikey's house in Sherman Oaks, California. Well, I'm going to head over there right now. I'll see you there.
You know who's performing for us? Mr. Magician, Steve Dacry. Yeah. All his stuff is here, but he hasn't shown up yet. He'll probably arrive late, right?
I'm never late.
Oh, I gotta go now. Bye.
Relax, Mikey. It's only magic.
That was cool. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Y'all ready for the show?
You bet.
Welcome to Mikey's house.
Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to? All the boys and girls out there that are watching us at home right there. See them?
Oh, yeah.
You're probably getting ready for a party right now, aren't you? Well, this magic show is for your party. And for your party.
Great. So, what are you gonna wear?
What am I gonna wear? This is what I'm gonna wear. It's my new tuxedo. Don't you like it?
Well, yeah, but you kind of look like a waiter.
A waiter? Well, I do have another outfit. If you'd like, I'll try that on. You want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me just go into the closet here.
Man, that was cool. How'd you do that?
Hey, you like it or what?
I like it. I like it.
Great. Mikey likes it.
Oh, boy, that must be my friends.
Well, I'll just make myself invisible until showtime, okay?
Come on in, everybody. The magic should start in 30 seconds.
Okay, kids, here he is, Mr. Magician, Steve Dacry.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. Hello, boys and girls. Let's tell you what we'd like to do. Let's start off. First of all, I need a young assistant from the audience. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Would you like to help me out? Give her a nice round of applause. Come on up here and be my assistant right over here and tell everybody what your name is. Lori. Hi, Lori. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. We'll shake that hand. Fine. And where are you from, Lori? Oh, you think about it for a while. That's good. I'll tell you what, Lori. We're going to try a little experiment together. Would you like to do some magic with me? You would? Okay, I'll tell you what. You stand right over here on this side. Look right out at them. Never turn your back. You don't know what they'll throw. Stand right there. And let's see now what we need from you. I have a need for some money. Got a whole pail here to put some money in. Face them right there. And, oh, I noticed that you actually have right here a coin. That's pretty good. Let's see. Actually, there's one right over here stuck to the side of you. Let's try that again. As a matter of fact, hold out your arm. Good. See, there's one right by your elbow over there. Did you check your other elbow? See if there's one there. There's one right there as well. How about over here under your chin? There's another one. Okay, here's oh, under your arm, there's another one. Look at this. There's one in your ear. Oh, my goodness. Look, if I just reach in the air, I can get one like that. Here, you want to try it? Reach in the air. Make believe you have a coin. Throw it in. Good. All right. That's very good. Let's see. Oh, there's another one right over here. I'll just put that over. That's very good. Yes, see, there's another one. You saw that, right? Go ahead. See if you got one there. Yeah, it's right there. See? And there's another one. You just got a whole bunch of them. Well, that's pretty. Look at all the money she's got. You're a pretty rich person. Okay, that's much better. Feel better now. Now, I need a gentleman from the audience who does not have a hat on his head. Let's see. You don't have a hat on your head. Would you like to help us out? Give him a nice round of applause. Oh, boy. Look at that red hair we've got there. Hello. Hi. Nice to see you. And your name is? Brian. Nice to see you, Brian. Oh, you want to shake hands? Okay, Brian, nice to see you. Okay, Brian's a good... Hi, Brian, nice to see you. Okay, Brian's going to... It's enough, Brian. There, okay. Now, Brian, you have to put a magic hat on in order to do this. Let's see. We're going to make one, And you could make one as well. It's very simple. You need a couple of pieces of tissue paper, okay? Brian, how old are you? 6.5, okay. And how big a hat would you like? A big one or a giant one? Okay, a giant one, then you rip it again like this, and then you put all the paper together. Would you like your initials on your hat? Okay, your initials. Okay, Brian needs his initials. That means B, and then what's the second part? BM, okay. BE? Okay, there we do that, and this, and then this, and then, you want a flower on your hat? You do, all right, a flower. Well, the flower, we do this, and then we crumble it all together into my hand. Watch the paper. Now, would you wave your hand over mine? Wave your hand. Very good. Now, tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 7. Good, okay. Let's see what... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This doesn't seem to be... This is not... Oh, no. Something definitely went wrong here, boys. I don't know what happened. That's not really the hat we were trying to... I know, what can I do? Well, but let's see. I think it's going to fit anyway. We'll just put it right there, and there he is. You see, it works anyway. Now, let's see. Brian's got his hat on. Now what we need is a handkerchief. And in the bag, I've got a handkerchief. Would you reach into the bag and take out the handkerchief? Show it to everybody. What color is it, Brian? White. A white. That's right, a white handkerchief. Anything else in the bag? No, nothing else. I'll even turn it inside out so you can see the bag is empty. Now we're going to take the white handkerchief, put it in the bag, and turn it into any color in the world. So at the count of 3, you tell us what color you'd like it to be. 1, 2, 3. Gray? Gray's a good color, isn't it? Okay. Now, if you looked at gray on a color TV set, it would look red. So let's see what happens. Let's change it to red. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Snap my fingers. It looks red to me. Yes, there it is. You see that? It's red. How do you like that? Now, wait, what did you do? How did that happen? Well, now we have 2 handkerchiefs. Isn't that great? Now let's try to make another color. Put the white one back in. No, hold the red one. Put the white one. Push it right down in there. That's good. And what color is my jacket? Let's see if we can make a blue one. We'll turn the white one into blue. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Snap my fingers. And look at that. It's blue now. Isn't that great? So, now we've got it blue and... Now, wait a minute. Where did that come from? Well, the bag is empty now, but now we have 3 handkerchiefs. Well, I'll tell you what. Give it back to me. Let's try something with all 3. What could we make, Brian? Think about it. Well, a rainbow would be good, but what else do you know that would be red? No, hold on to him for a minute. Hold on to him. Don't get excited. Red and white and blue. What do you think? A flag? A flag? Yeah, that would be good. All right, this is what I want you to do. It's very important that you follow the directions now. We don't want to make a mistake. First of all, I want you to hand me the red one. Yeah, that's good. And hand me the white one. Very good. And the blue one. There they are, the red, the white, the blue. Now watch it closely. Here it goes into the bag. Well, here we go. Be careful. 1, 2, 3. What? What? Oh, it's too late. I've already done the trick. Put it in your pocket. Make believe the blue is in there. And there it is. Hold it up. There we have a flag. Look at that. Oh, no. Oh. Well, we made a mistake. See, now I understand the blue. You should have told me, Brian. Well, you didn't tell me loud enough. I didn't know that well, give me the blue. We'll put it in with this. See if we can fix it, okay? Here's what I want you to do now. It's very important. You take this, okay? You wave it just like that, okay? Will you do that? Here you go. Yeah, just wave it. Wave it over there. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, perfect. Yes, indeed. And then reach inside, and what do we have? The bag is empty, and there's the flag. Give him a round of applause, Brian. You did a great job there. All right, now I'll tell you what. Let's use that to do something else, okay, Brian? This is what we're going to do. Stay right there. I'm going to walk over here. I have a tube, magic tube, all right? And I'd like you to take the flag. Let's put the flag in the tube, okay? Just like so. Now, I don't want you to look at the flag. Don't turn your back. You don't know what they'll throw. Stand right there. Let's see now. We don't want you to look at... I see people looking at the... Don't look at the flag. No, you're still looking at it. I'm going to cover it so that you can't possibly see. Now you can't see it. It's completely hidden now. Now you can't even see it if you look at it, Brian. That's right. You can't see. Now we'll have just a little bit of it stick out, okay? And what I want you to do is wave the magic fan again, okay? You'll wave the fan like this. Here you go. Wave it over there. That's terrific. Oh, boy, you're just perfect, yes. And just wave it over there. Good, good, all right. And then, let's see what... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here, take that and start walking around the couch that way. Just keep going. Look at all the flags from the different... Look at all these flags. This is pretty. Weird. Oh, my goodness. Look at flags. And we've got a lot of flags. And wait, what? Oh, my goodness. Well, there we are. Give Brian a nice round of applause. He did a good job there. Brian, what I need is someone to be my astronaut. That's right, I need an astronaut, sir. Would you be my astronaut? Thank you so much. Give him a nice round of applause. Just him. Come on over here. Hi. And what is your name? Hi, oh, Steve. His name is Steve, too. Everybody else got to sit down. Sit down so that you can see what's going on. Steve, do you have an astronaut suit? I think I have one for you, Steve. It's probably exactly your size. Let's see. Right over here. Okay. Looks like your size. Put your hand in there and this hand in the other side. Yes, well, this is a special kind of a spaceman suit. Look at it, fits perfect. Look at, keeps his hands covered and everything. Okay. Now, you need something else to go with that. Something he needs. There we are. This is the other part of his space suit. This is it. This goes right here. All right. Now. Hi, Steve. How are you? Nice to see you there. That's Steve. Steve is our space cowboy, okay? So you're going to be our space cowboy. You also need a space gun. Now, let's see. Here we have a space gun. It's not a real gun, of course. It's a space gun. And let's listen to what it... See, it makes a little noise when you press the trigger. Now, whenever you see an alien, you fire the gun once, just like that, okay? Now, here's what did you... See that chair? I want you to sit in that chair, take the space gun, and if you see aliens, you'll just fire the gun in the air until let us know, okay? All right, Steve, have a seat right over there. And I'm going to tell you about these spaceships, these two little spaceships that landed near my house not too long ago. You probably heard about it. There's two spaceships. They're strange little spaceships. I went and checked them out. There was nothing in the spaceships. The spaceships were empty. There was absolutely nobody around. So, here's what... Where? Over here? Let me check. No, there's nobody there. Listen, the idea is No, see this? Nobody there. Now, the idea is this. What? No, because, see, I have the space cowboy right here. And if he saw an alien, he would fire the gun. And he didn't see any aliens. Of course not. So the idea is you have to be very careful. He fired the gun. He fired the gun. Did you see an alien? Where was he? Where? Tell me where. Over here? No. Over here? Let me... Oh! There's the alien. You were right. You did see an alien. I thought you did. Go sit right down so they can see behind you. Let me see. Let's take Mr. Alien out. Here he is. He's a cute little guy. And looks like me. Oh, all right. Let's see now. We're going to close the spaceship, and we'll put Mr. Alien back into the spaceship. Now, we know where he is, so don't let him get away, because after all, the idea is... What? He went over to this one? Where? I don't see him. I mean, look. No. He's not in there. Oh, he's in this side? Oh, well, thanks for telling me. I'll go check now. Oh, go sit down. No, wait a minute. I know he's not here. See, he's not here. See, the idea is you gotta, what? He's here? Okay, I'll get him. No, not it. What? Open both of the doors? That's a great idea. Let's see, 1, 2. We'll open the back doors, too. Look, there's no spaceman. He's gone completely. Well, I don't know where he is, but let's try to find him. You think you know? Here, I'll tell you what I'd like you to do. Steve, come on over here and face everybody right here. We're going to have to try to find him, okay? Because I know he's around somewhere. It's very simple. I better get a gun for myself just in case, you know, if we see one, all right? So let's go looking. Let's see. He's probably back here somewhere. I don't know. What? On your back. Turn around. Maybe it's on... My goodness. Well, turn around. It said it's on your back. No, he's not on his back. I thought it was on his back. I don't understand. Where? Where? Take him. Where? Let me see. Oh, here he is. We found him. Well, you found him, Steve. You did a good job. Give him a nice round of applause for helping us out here. Everybody knows what this is, right? That's right. It's a tambourine. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to hypnotize the tambourine. It's very simple. First, we put him on a music stand, just like this. The music stand right here. And now I'm going to hypnotize him. Okay, tambourine, look into my eyes. You are getting sleepy, Mr. Tambourine. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. The tambourine is now asleep. Now, here's what we'll do. I'll take the tambourine, and I'll keep my hands, and we'll cover him so that he's in the dark, because he's sleeping, and now we'll command him to start making noise. Okay, tambourine, it's time to start making noise. Ooh, I think he did. Let's try it again. Okay? Cover it again. Okay, Mr. Tambourine, it's time. Got me right in the nose. Now, where is my assistant? Hello. And what is your name? Tandale? Tanu. Tanu, it's a pretty name, Tanu. Well, Tanu, what I'd like to do with you is cook something. Now, do you have a chef's hat? You've got to have a chef's hat. Let's see. To be the cook. Oh, we got one right here. Here we go. Put your hat on. Okay. Now, oh, where did she go? Oh, yes. There, let's pull it up so you can, there. Much better. Much better. So now you can see. And you'll be working at this table, so stand right over there. And let's get you something to cook with. First, we have a nice clean pan. Yes, we do. Well, it's clean enough, I think. We'll put it right there. And you have to do the same thing that I do, okay? So that we can cook. Let's see. I've got all the ingredients. We're going to make some candy today for everybody. So, let's see. Does everybody, let me see your hands. How many like candy? Oh, that's it. Do you like candy, too? Do you like bananas? Yeah, you do. You do like bananas. See, look, you've got a whole bunch of them over here. That's pretty good. Well, I'll keep those bananas myself because I like bananas. I'll put them over there. But I have all the things you need to make candy. So we're going to make some candy together. First, I have some salt. And I have some pepper. And we have some sweetener, some sugar. We got to have that. And we have some lighter fluid. And we have lighter. Do you put lighter fluid in candy? Well, I'll have to read the instructions and see what they say. First, it says add 3 shakes of salt. Okay, 3 shakes of salt. This is the salt. 3 shakes. 1, 2, 3. And would you take and put in your pan 3 shakes of salt? 1, 2, 3. That's very good. Okay, thank you. Next it says to add 2 shakes of pepper. 2 shakes of pepper. 1, 2. Don't sneeze. Here you go. 1, 2 shakes of pepper. That's very good. Then it says to add 1 package of sugar. Do you have any sugar? 1 package of sugar. How about sweet and low? Should we put some sweet and low in there? Take 1 for you and 1 for me. And here's what you do. You rip it open like that and dump it right in. Oh, that's great, great, great. And then we have to add the magic secret ingredient. Thank you. The magic secret ingredient, which is right on this paper. So let's take this secret ingredient, make sure no one else can read the secret instructions. We place it right in your pan. And we're going to do the same with mine. We're going to take a piece of secret paper, put it here as well. Now we have to add the lighter fluid. I don't know why, but let's put a little of that in there. And a little in here. Oh boy, this is going to be great. Now what do we need? Oh yes. Now we need some matches. Now you don't play with matches, and you folks at home, nobody plays with matches. You have to have the grown-ups do this part. No, that's right, none of us do. I'm just going to light the match, and here's what happens. We throw the match in just a little bit of a, oh my goodness. Oh, let's close that right up there. We don't want it to overcook. And let's light yours. Stand back a little bit there. Okay. And let's, oh my goodness, look at all the, keep that covered. Okay. Now what you have to do is very important that you wave your magic hands over the ingredients. That's good, like this, and then like this. Oh, very good. And then like this. Good. Now, let's check mine. Come on over, let's check it. Lift it off. Lift off the cover. Oh, you look at that. I did a good job. Look at all the candy. All right. And we'll give it to you in a little while. So sit down. We'll give it to you in a little while. You have some candy, too? Oh, my goodness. What did you do wrong? You made a mistake. Oh, you go sit down. Go sit down. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, but look, his ears are broken. Oh. Oh, they're supposed to be like that? Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's try something with him now, okay? You know what we're going to do with the rabbit? We're going to put him in the box. In the box. Everybody say, bye, rabbit. Okay, here we go. We place him right in the box. Be careful, rabbit. Okay, have fun down there. Now, you know what we're going to do, boys and girls? We're going to make the rabbit disappear into thin air. Should we try that? Yeah. Want to make him disappear into thin air? Okay, it's very simple. Oh, sure, you can take this off, sure. Take that off right like that. Now let's make the rabbit disappear. Like this, remember? Remember? With your hands. With your hands. 1, 2, 3. Everybody say, go, bunny. Let's see. Well, there's the top. Let's take the top off. Let's take the sides off. He's gone. What? What? What do you mean? Sit down, sit down. What do you mean he's this is just, there's nothing there. This is, well, I'll take it off and show, no, see, there's nothing here. Oh, no, see, this is just a little stand, and there's nothing. It's just 4 pieces of wood. Here? No, it's not in here, I don't think. No, see, he's not in there either. That's all that's left. He disappeared completely. Just his tail. Yes, that's it, just his tail. The rabbit is gone. I wonder where, that's too bad. You miss him already? Yeah, I mean, after all, everybody has a hat and a rabbit. So let's see what here. Stand right here. Put your hat on. Now I want to do this. Wait a minute, that doesn't fit you, does it? Here, put this one back on. That one's a better fit. Okay? Good. Put it on over your head. Good, good. And then what I'd like you to do is wave your hand over the top of the... That's right. Wave it over. Say, come back, bunny.
Come back, bunny.
Louder. He won't hear you. Say it again.
Come back, bunny.
And I think he did. There he is. Look at that. Let's give my assistant a nice round of applause.
That was a wolf. Shh, shut up, stupid. Yeah, you want us to get caught? Okay, okay. So I thought I heard a wolf. There's nothing to be afraid of. A boat! No kidding! How do you think we were gonna get there? Helicopter? I flew in a helicopter once. Seriously? How was it? Actually, I barfed all over the cockpit. Bro, you wimp. Well, I had too much to eat that night. And save it, save it. Get in the boat. Where's the castle, bud? It's in a cove on the other side of the lake. Guys, I don't think we should do this. He speaks. I don't believe it. Huh, I only thought he spoke Braille. Yeah, the first thing the counselor said was not to go over there. He said it might be dangerous. The only danger is that we're gonna have a little fun. That's why our parents sent us to this camp, to have fun. Yeah, maybe we can find a buried treasure. You geek, there is no such thing as buried treasure. You watch too much movies. Guys, we're gonna get in a lot of trouble. Guys, we're going to get in a lot of trouble. Come on, Mike. If you can't get with it, maybe you should have gone to the kiddie camp. Then you could see your mommy. Okay, okay. Guys, I don't know. Look, we've already come this far, so we might as well. Rusty, what's the matter? What is it? Gee whiz. Look, spooky. Jump the fence, then we're gonna search the castle. Yeah, wait, I can't hike the fence. Look at this. We can help you. Yeah, we should give you a boost. Okay, easy. Yeah. We can do this. Go right there. Watch that barbed wire. All right, let's go. Did any of you guys shine a flashlight? No. Then I think we better get out of here. Don't shoot!
I don't believe this. Kids! This area is strictly off limits. What are you kids doing here? You know you could have been shot.
Thanks, officer. I'll take them.
All right.
You know, I would really like to know what you guys were thinking. I told you specifically not to come here. This is government property. You are off limits. I'm really disappointed in you guys.
Look, it's not like we broke the law or anything.
You did. You trespassed here. But more important than that, you guys broke my trust. I told you not to come here, and I expected you to obey that. Look, it's dangerous here, and I don't make these rules for my health. I make them to protect you, because I care about you, because I don't want to see you guys get hurt. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Get in.
What did he say to you? I thought he was gonna bite my head off. I bet you cried. I did not. Did he say he was gonna call your mom? If he calls my mom, I'll be grounded till I'm 30. He's not gonna call anybody's mom. It'll make him look bad. He was supposed to be watching us. You shouldn't have done it. It was fun, wasn't it? You almost got us killed. No big deal. No big deal? I almost wet my pants. You're nuts. You know that? Look, if you guys think what I planned for last night was something, guess what I've got for tonight? couple of joints for my brother when I left, and tonight we'll light him up. And some of the girls from the other tent, they'll be there too.
I don't know, Bud.
Count me out. What's the matter, Mike? What are you afraid of this time? The pot or the girls? I don't know. I mean, drugs. Look, I thought you guys were cool. Not asking you to shoot up or anything. It's only pot. You're acting like kids.
Okay, Bud, I'm in.
If Rusty's in, I'm in. All right.
The reason I came here was to apologize.
That's okay. You were way out of line, but I think you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? Anything I can help you with?
Well, just suppose, let's pretend we're in this situation. And some friend of yours wanted you to do something that you didn't want to do. Maybe it's bad, or maybe not. What would you do?
Well, it depends.
Well, let's say these friends were putting a lot of pressure on you to do this thing that we're making up.
Okay, let's make up a situation. Suppose these friends of yours are trying to get you to try drugs.
That's a tough one.
Actually, it's not. Just say no.
That's it?
That's it. Listen, drugs are nothing to fool around with. They're illegal, they're wrong, and they're extremely dangerous. They can kill you.
You mean they can kill junkies? People who are hooked?
No, people trying for the first time can sometimes lose their lives. You don't always get a second chance.
Friends put a lot of pressure on you.
Look, anybody who gets you to try something illegal or do something that potentially could hurt you, that's no friend if you ask me. Look, people know when things are wrong. Can't you feel it in here? Can't you? You gotta listen to your own inner feelings, Mike.
But it's not always that easy.
Of course it isn't. Some people will try to get you to change your mind. Go around the other side. You can hop up. Some people will call you names. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. You gotta say no.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind if the situation ever comes up. But I'm sure it won't.
Come on, it's your turn.
Yeah, we did it.
Come on, Mike. That's what we're here for, isn't it?
You got to.
Don't chicken out.
You said you would do it.
No.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, no?
I mean, no. No, period.
I don't believe this.
I thought you were our friend.
I am your friend. But friends don't force friends to do something they don't want to. Besides, it's illegal and dangerous.
You wimp. This isn't dangerous.
Oh, yeah. That's what you said about last night. And you almost got us shot. I'm going to the bonfire.
We're just having fun.
Fun? Hiding in here with that smelly thing? Smoking up the place? Scared to death? Praying you don't get caught? That's not what I call fun.
You're just a chicken. No guts.
Who's got guts, bud? Saying no to you and your drugs takes guts. It's stupid to sneak around like this. It feels really good to say no. I'm going to the bonfire. I'd like you guys to come with me, but that's up to you.
Mike's right. This is kind of stupid.
Yeah, Bud. Maybe he's right. I'm not really into this. Yeah, I'm going to the bonfire with everybody else.
Bud, you coming with us?
Go on without me. I don't need you. I don't need anybody.
You know, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of guts to go against the crowd. But in the end, it comes down to saying just one word. No. Because that's all you have to say. You don't have to make any apologies. You don't have to make any excuses. Because drugs are wrong. They're against the law. And they can even be deadly. So please, try to remember just two things. First, try as best you can to stay away from people who use drugs and from places or parties where drugs are, likely to show up. You just don't need to put yourself in that kind of pressure situation. And second, if you find yourself in that situation where drugs are being forced on you, just say no and walk away. That's all you have to do.
No.